stand the test. How quickly can VP get there? How quick can the cavalry arrive? It doesn't look like quick enough as Pronax finds Snack. Oh, Pasha! Elbow vocal club! 4 frags in 4 seconds! And now Flusher with an all to do.
3 players on the A side of Renegades. Virtus Plow taking it so far, he's holding the angle very smartly indeed. Continuation!
What?
That is one of the most absurd things Virtus Plow taking it so far, he's holding the angle very smartly indeed. Continuation spray! That is one of the most absurd things I have seen in Counter-Strike. Please somebody explain the science behind it.
Point far away now, he's in a 1-on-3, so GG. It's gonna be Taz alone, and he does have a kit, but there should be no time for him to do this. Existence just has to hide in the corner. Taz is coming for him, he gets the kill.
He has.
Oh my god,
no,
just enough time.
Yep.
He does.
Just enough.
He does, just barely. Unreal. Taz.
He is down in the end by Taz. They're a man to the good here, Virtus Pro, but that is massive. But Snacks is walking around and just walking in a Snacks wonderland. He's got to take a hat-trick of frags. He waited.
He's now alone. Can he get it done? He's getting tagged down immensely. He's got almost no health left at this point. Nade's sailing over the top right now, but these players are very healthy. 30 seconds to plant the bomb. He's going to drop the smoke. He spots Dennis just for a moment. Oh, he hits the shot! The bomb is down on the train now. Fox has to go and collect that. And Neo is going to try to make this happen with this AWP. He's got the smoke there on his left. That is giving him a bit of extra space. And he finds the shot! Neo is going to clutch it for Virtus Pro with 4 frags. Unbelievable display there.
Surprise us, my friends. Don't watch every team of Demos, my friend. We know who we against play, my friend. My friend. This is true story, my friend. Team Vice is always with me, and I am always with them, my friends. Player, it can be, my friend. It can be. Also have a time to gym, my friend. Yes, my friend. Yes, my friend. I have a time for everything, my friend. For everything. Yeah, that's cool. My friends. You play with us, my friends. I don't know why he kisses me on my forehead.
The core principles of Virtus Pro is that their team is essentially built around
Dust, thank you for subbing, by the way, to the channel, bro. I appreciate it. Talk about a shitty situation. All right, you're gonna have to give me a little bit on so.
Pasha. Now, there's a hidden caveat that people don't really understand about that, which is that part of the reason it's built around Pasha, it's not just because he's one of the best players in the team and can have great impact. It's because really that's the only way he can have that kind of impact. Actually, he's the sort of player where if you put him in a role and you told him this is your job this round, Pasha, and you're going to do that 4 rounds out of a half, and you know what, next round I want you to do this. He's not that sort of player at all. It's the opposite way around. He gets to decide almost impulsively, and he has to do the things that he feels comfortable in that moment. And when he's on his game and you let him do these things, he can have a great impact.
Playing a very unexpected game. Take Pasha down, took Snacks down, leaving Pasha alone versus 3. He should at least get a bomb plant for his team, going for the bad plant.
Which is the good plan in this situation.
Indeed it is.
Which Fiali should have done. Pasha's done Fiali's mistakes, or maybe Pasha's doing a mistake. Pasha against 2 players now, get another CP frag. Oh, Pasha! That is fantastic. There's still 1 player to find, and Pasha's gonna get it done.
Now the wall of smokes, those pop flashes were amazing. Coming over the wall, the bomb's gonna go down. Bomb almost went down to the 5v5, but there was the quick kill and the refrag. Now Pasha moving into the pit, nicely done from him, finding those 2 kills, and a 3rd through the wall right there. 4 on the round overall, finally, and the ace for Pasha.
Cajun B from putting down the bomb, no. Leave it in a 4-on-3 post plant, but Pasha's quickly on the scene. And with low HP on the player inside, Pit Dupree, he's gonna go down as well, and Pasha's got the hat trick. It's left to just Cajun B. And he eventually will get at least 1 into Snacks. With the fire in place, he's got to stand within it. And Pasha closes it out with 4 massive kills.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
That whip bomb was nutty.
And he might get a free one. Oh my goodness, Tunggren is not looking. This is so horrendous. He's looking for the next player now. The information on where the next player is. This is fantastic here from Pasha. You need to keep moving. And there it is. He can spot the next player. Oh my god, Pasha! How did they not? Oh, it's just unbelievable.
Thanks very much, Pasha. Congratulations on the win, dude. And it's time for us to say goodbye once again. It's time for us, though, to talk a little bit about the Score Esports. They have an application where you can basically catch up on all of the esports news. And my friend is out of there. See you later, dude.
See you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I just walked.
He goes in front,
I mean,
too.
Bialy overall is the most skilled player in the team. I think he should be the star.
5 seconds. He's just stuck in a horrible position. It's going to be conflict to get his second 1D of the match. Bialy now, can he do anything with this?
Got the cross covered. Again, you said no utility. This is where it starts to hurt them because the cross is completely covered. No smoke on the door. Bialy with an M4 hits every required shot.
Oh, I know this round.
We'll see. Looks like that's what VP are up to here. Forklift headshot from Bialy onto Pronax, and he's looking for more. They're getting close now. He's got one more shot. He's going to get it on all of it. Oh my God, Bialy, you've got to be kidding. It's a quad kill. He takes down all of Fnatic, and that just might be VP in the grand finals.
He's just finishing off there, but the frags are going the way of the CT side at the moment. Bialy's left alone now versus, what is this? Bialy's got 3 kills and he's making
How?
as well. That's what? Dan!
And that's actually going to go through Z so that he can push up here onto Highway. Going to be spotted by Taz, who's playing way back in quad, and Bialy working right back into a spot. He's going to be able to find another kill. That one's on 1 HP. Taz going to be opted up by Guardian. Snacks to find Seized, and now Guardian left in a 1v3 right now. Missing those notes. Oh, for the knife! Bialy! Insult to injury.
Oh, Bialy playing on the stairwell, which is going to be tough. He's going to have to hit some really good headshots. In fact, they're going to go proactive right now and just flash their way in as Liquid are setting up. And look at it, Bialy picking up 2 more headshots. Oh my God, a 4th one coming in. He's wrecking Liquid, and it's now 1 versus 5 here. And Bialy is single-handedly taking out the North American team.
This is, you know, just something that works for them. They've got that smoke round. They're going to just make it work, and already they're pushing through the smoke.
Yeah, Bialy is here. He's holding up close. He gets flashed, but he still gets a double kill out of that. Unforgivable. He's going to get a triple. Bialy the quad. Yes, sir. And now it's down to the last man alive, and he's going to hunt for him. Bialy the ace. And there you have it. Worst case scenario for TSM.
I like this video so far. It's kind of chill. You get to look at each individual player.
Life that there was one point in my life 15 years ago when I had a dream, when I had a target which I want to achieve, and now I'm here. It took me 15 years. My friends from the early school introduced me to the Counter-Strike. First 2 months of playing Counter-Strike, this was the most important thing for me, to be the best in Poland.
One of the most popular players in CSGO is Taz, the player for Virtus Pro, the Polish team, and he's sometimes the in-game leader of their team. And people know him as a personality in CSGO. They've seen his team when they won the major, EMS won Katowice. People probably know his personality quite well. I think they know a little bit about his game, but maybe they wonder a bit more about who is he and what kind of made him who he is today, and where did he come from, what role did he play in the past, and how does he fit into CS history. If we go back to like 2003, this sort of era, Taz was one of the best Polish players actually, individually. He was playing on the best teams, and crucially, he was always in a rival team to Neo. They were always battling each other, these two teams. And what they came to the realization of at some point was, we've got to put this rivalry aside. Like, if Poland's ever going to have a really good team, we need a super team.
Gets himself to, but quickly, this is turning straight in their favour. Taz, the last man standing. Can they finally get themselves around on the board? Or will Taz, in a 2-on-1, close it out? He just railguns Happy down. And now all on NBK. He just got a glimpse. He dropped down, but the bomb plant's going to come in from Taz. Is NBK going to rush him down here? The grenade will come through. Knocks him down to 69 health, but Taz is still in a great defensive position. Gets a glimpse of him and finds the head to make it 15-0.
15-0?
USPS. Very difficult weapon to get a kill with, and Dupree manages to pivot around and get back around the wall as well. Nice idea from Snacks. I definitely love that. Now he's out and actually up on the T roof. This guy's so hard to deal with, and Taz and Persha picking up a kill. Virtus Pro, they're coming back. It's Taz with a triple. C set 75, and Snacks gonna get the round. Virtus Pro.
That's so disgusting. Jeez.
T side as well for SK. Pro taking the lead early and the economic advantage. It's crucial. And Taz again, same thing. Lines up 4. Don't you dare walk through that window, because Taz will just shut it every single time. It's FNX versus the world right now.
You'd have thought they'd learned that lesson from the last round, but they've given Taz the ace.
Come on, guys, it was a great match. You have to cheer for both teams in great matches like that. Talk me through, what was it like to play?
It was hard mentally to play that game, but we...
Guys, please respect for the finalists. Second finalists, please respect them.
Amazing words from Taz, amazing words. That's what makes this sport great. Talk me through, it was hard mentally.
It was hard mentally to play that game, but we have played so long and we have...
Can he go huge and clutch this 1v2? It's do or die for VP. Taz with the first spray down has 7 HP remaining. Goes for the second one and gets it! VP takes the second overtime.
Early advantages, but that free's fallen to command the rest of his side. They're all on the same site. We've got 2 Virtus Pro players deep. Pasha's got a nice angle. Taz can run distraction in the meantime. Can he get the high ground now? All sprayed down through the box. There Pasha goes, but Taz is still delivering it. Team wants to find CT rotation surely coming in. More headshots. Taz is wrecking house. 4 kills for him on the buy round of Virtus Pro.
Disgusting.
I think we're on, Taz. You took your lightsaber away. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. I still have one more.
I know what you're talking about as well. Go right.
If I can win, anyone can even use
skills, but he seems like a guy where he plays so much into it, even with his feeling. That
we'll see, man.
When it's on, he can tear you apart. He gets that. He's like the guy in basketball who hits.
Thank you,
that
Tom.
clutch
Appreciate it, my man.
shot
Much love,
where
dude.
The game's almost out of range. You're fighting your way back in, and when he hits that shot, it just breaks your back, and you just can't get back in. If that's going to go against this as well, and it breaks you as well as the momentum and the force and the weight of the game already bearing down on you. That shot's like, oh, that was the last.
Not right now.
Snacks is considered one of the best players in the world right now. If not, some people think he's the best player in the world.
Polls here, and suddenly you start thinking, what if? And well, look, that's how to get in. That's also how to defend one, though. Brilliant from Snacks. 3 kills. Might get himself a 4th here. They still haven't seen him. He has got 4th. That's absolutely phenomenal. What a brilliant ace from Snacks.
Fast.
I can't believe I had no idea where he was.
Fast to make sure no one's going to push up, but MSL wasting no time is going to try and hit bathrooms. That flash actually caught deep because Snacks has to back away, but he on the AWP hits 2, a 3rd now as well. And he's still got to line up for a 4th. Come on, Snacks, get the ace. It's right in front of you, and you've got all 5.
How many aces?
And I don't know how anyone, I don't know why Pasha Throwers are going to do. They had no control over jungle anymore. Connector was completely lost by that point. Sure, Neo was still up and Taz was still up, but they had 0 vision, 0 angles held. So he just goes up on the ticket booth, and there you have it. You got, what, 2 or 3 players coming through. And wait, what is this?
No way, Snacks.
No,
They're so
Snacks.
far away.
Are you serious right now?
Play of the century.
Oh
my
my God, Snacks.
Because he might draw them out and he might dispose of them as well. Or he could actually just keep the terrorists from getting to the B-bomb site in the first place.
Oh, he
He's so
patient!
Oh, triple headshot
He
by
grabbed
Snacks.
all 3 of them, comes out for a 4th! That is pro!
It comes out worse for wear in the end. Neo gone, Guardian wraps back around, then it's going to be Bialy down in the end to just Snacks. Does find one.
Oh, no.
Let's not leave him out of this. The Big Apple and Snacks is hungry. He's got 1 kill already on the USP. Low HP as well on Guardian and Flamey. He's trying to bait them out, trying to get them into one-on-ones as he dances back and forth between the box. What a shot on Simple! Oh, Guardian, bye-bye! And it's on to Flamey. He's tapped it. Flamey's got a big... What in God's name is that from Snacks? Unbelievable!
I've never seen anything like it. What the hell was that?
What a nutty player.
Neo. one of the most legendary players in Counter-Strike history. He's the best 1.6 player of all time. Not by a massive amount. Like, I always thought it was between him and Forrest, and you could make cases for each. But to me, the criteria I value the most, he's the best ever. He's the best individual player of all time in history. He's the biggest impact player, and he was the hardest carry player as well of all time. Like, the guy just left on his own, and the team could just carry every single game.
It somewhat forces the hand of VP. They can't afford to play this slowly anymore, and it could be right into the USP range. There's Rubino, landing himself the one tap. But Neo and Bialy are still alive, not for much longer, just on Neo, and he has 4 players to find and frag. There's one, there's a second one, and the fact that Rubino is low now makes this possible. He's actually on for the ace as well, so there's so many accolades that Neo could be picking up for himself. Can he get this? Yes, he can. He's going to get the 4th one, and now it's all on Rubino, who must be wondering what's happening. Neo, he clutches.
That's disgusting.
Shots on Smith here. It's not necessarily easy, but so much time is already off the clock here. G2, where's that retake going to come from? Neo somehow staying alive and fighting shots in the meantime. He gets a headshot on Pasha now. Neo turning around. He's locked in the corner. He can't do much. He's going to get one shot. Gets a headshot on Shocks. He's reloading. He's getting the chance. Smith has to find him, and it's going to be right now. Neo! Oh my God! Smith's forced to his death.
Molly in the corner, they got nowhere to go there, completely pinned, but Kyo manages to get himself a double. Kenny goes down, Kyo gets a triple, and he's stopped the attack dead in its tracks. And suddenly, Virtus Pro reeling, the rest of Envious are back in position, and this could well be the first round for Envy, but Neo...
What's that?
Neo, like Neo out of the Matrix, and obviously the whole joke of Neo in the Matrix is that once you get to the end of the first movie, if you haven't already realised, and I suppose most people haven't, that Neo is an anagram of one, and the idea was they were searching for the one, like the special one who would be able to do magical things and overcome the Matrix and get them all out of tyranny, etc. And actually in that sense, it's kind of apt here, because Neo was the one. He was the special player above all other special players. He grew up, and his father apparently had a LAN cafe when he was like a young boy, and he would play there even as like a 12-year-old kid playing Counter-Strike. There's like pictures of him, and it's almost like he was the kid who grew up in the Matrix and then became like the best ever.
Able to find Kyo looking the wrong way. He drew the peek there. Kyo thought he'd gone into sight. The footsteps were a great little distraction from Neo, and now he knows the last man. He knows where MBK is. He smoked off CT spawn. He can only peek one corner. Instead, he shows his back to him, but he just turns around and gets it down.
Flusher, he's really stepped it up. Neo trying to push in here. The smoke is up. He's going to hide in the corner. And there's going to be more people than he has bullets coming through any second now. He's going to try and spray down. They line up Neo. He gets one. He gets a third one. Pistols out. He's looking for the kill on Flusher. Flashbangs in, and Neo gets a quad kill. What an unreal play from him. And now it's going to be down to Pronax in a 1v3. That should never have worked. So many people and just 20 bullets. And he gets 4 of them.
The ideal situation, right? Lining up like that, and that leaves Pronax now in a very awkward spot. 40 seconds left, sure, but Taz has that smoke, and he's not going to make it any easier here for Pronax. Decides to peek before the smoke blooms, and he will get the shot. No, it's Neo with the ace. In the end, this man is so...
That's going to be going down. What are we witnessing now, Neo?
Now
I'm sorry.
For Dignitas deciding it is not over yet. They want to fight, and they want to continue to battle into overtime. And the money for Virtus.
Lassie dropping the sub now. Hi, Lassie. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it.
They're gonna have
thank you. Welcome.
Just did. I'm so surprised
you really know. Yeah.
Got away with that. They've done this before with assault rifles. VP were just sat in positions where no one was watching the fountain. Neo very nearly lands the second one. Will through the wall. And now with this smoke, he can get the bomb planted. The problem is, Dignitas have a lot of grenades still at their disposal. Kevlar and AKs. So,
as Axan J, thank you for subbing, man. Welcome, bro.
This guy is an unreal talent.
Pregnator, what's that, dude? Damn, man. Going for 3 years? Alright, I'm down.
That's a really big
good to see you, bro.
He has a Molotov, and I bet he would love to use it to buy time, but they've already smoked out the bomb. There's another headshot coming through. He'd have to go with the ace clutch into winning the semi-finals here, looking for another spray. Neo's gonna get it. He goes for more. Spray for the one. He's down the bonus. Neo! Are you kidding me? He picks it up. Ace clutch right into the grand finals. In the darkness of defeat, the light of hope is lost. Beaten down and stopped prematurely again and again, even the greatest can fall and never return to greatness again. But this band of brothers is different. These men are champions. This is Virtus Pro.
Fans around the world adore Virtus Pro for the aggressive and relentless attacking play they have made famous. They may not have the best tactics, but they always have tactics unique to themselves. They may not have the best skills, but their abilities are signatures few can perfectly replicate. Every great round and match is another chapter in their legacy as the 5-man lineup which has played together the longest in Counter-Strike Go, who fiend for the savage destruction of their enemies, advance without mercy and rampage across defenses. Nothing is more overwhelming than the juggernaut of Virtus Pro rolling onto a bomb site. The chaotic cyclone that is the Polish team in battle form creates an alarming atmosphere of terror in their opponents and charges a lust for annihilation in their worshipping fans. This is that madness. This is that fury. This is the plow. This is Virtus Pro, and they still roam in the earth in search of another major.
That was a good movie.